Normal gan gumma udul kona ami or amban sangadi grandparents sangadi gumma odiaski maybe 5 years 6 years varikum school jana tha. The same environment is provided in a Waldorf school. So with that intention, Vilvam Community Center holds a kindergarten space for children with the same concept. Everything is handmade. Toys konniya plastic rana. Aske avinu wooden handmade. So and everything they touch is natural material.
ಅಸ್ಕಿದಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಅವರಾಮ್ ಅಮಿ ಮನತೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆದಿರ್ಬದಿನಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗೂ ತುಂಗ ಅಸ್ಕಿಂಗ ಅವ ಗಿರಿಚುಕ್ಕು ಪ್ರೇಯಕನ್ ಬೋಲರ್ತ ಮೀತುರ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ಗಣೇಶ್.
ಅಸ್ಕಿದಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾನವ್ ಕುಮಾರೇಶ್.
మీ జుడున్ గమ్మ బెట్కి తిరుకొండంగ మనదిని సోమిన్ గమ్మ బొండి
మీ తిమాన్ బెట్క రుపిన్ నతే ఫుల్ గొండాన్ జొమై. సో ಹಿಂದ మీ ಮೀಟ್ ಕರಂಜಾರಿ ಫೋನ ವಿಗಿನೋ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಲೈನ್ ಸೇವನಿ ಮನಾನ ಆನ್ಮೀಗಮು ಸೇವನಿ ಮನಾನ ಒಂದ மாதிரி அது மிக்ஸ் மாதிரி ஆகி காயரா குழப்பங்கன் சேவன் லகரியா அதாவது ಜುಗು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಮಿ ಸೀರವೆ ಒಂದ ಓದನೋವಿ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಕರಾನ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಗನ್ರವಾಯ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರರ್ ಗನ್ರವಾಯ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಗನ್ರವಾಯ್ ತಲಮಾಮ ಜುಗು ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆತನೆ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ಲಲಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿದ ತಲಮಾರಿ ಜುಗಿಯಾ ಸಾತ ತೆಲಪುರ ಅವಿನ್ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನಲ್ ಗನ್ ಟೀಚ್ ಕರರಿಯಾ 14 ಗಡ್ಡರಿಯಾ ಮನ ತಮಾರಿ ಸಾತ ತೆಲೆ ಅಂಗುಂಡ ಪೊಕಟ್ ಸಿಯಾಸ್ ಮನದಿ ಆನ್ಮೀಗಮು ಪುತ್ರಿಗಿನ ಆನ್ಮೀಗ ಸೊರ್ಪಳಿಯು ತಲಮಾರಿ ಕರನು ಆರ್ ತಲಮಾಮು ಪುತ್ರಿಗಿನ ಜುಕ್ಕು ಅವಿಗಿನ ತಲ ಆನ್ಮೀಗ ಸೈಡುಮು ಸವಿಗಿನ ಜಿಗಿನ ತಂಗ ಮೊನ್ನು ಅಮೈದಿ ದೆಕ್ಕತ ತಲಮಾರಿ ಸಿಸಾನ್ त्याला आस्की रिलीजन मुसत हिंदू मुस्लिम क्रिश्चियन आस्की मामसे त्याला मारिसद बट त्याला इदी अवी मिक्स केरिगिनो ಒಂದ 14 ಲೈನ್ ಅವತಂ ಸಯ್ಯಾಮಿಸೇದಿ ನಿಜಮ ಸೇದಲ ಮಾದರಿ ಮೊಗ ಇಕದಿನ ಕಳಾನ ಸೊ ತೆಲಪತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕರಂಗೇನೋ ಇಂದ ತೆಲ ಮಾದರಿ ಒಂದ ಫೋನಾಗ ಮೇವಿ ದೆಕ್ಕಂಜಾರಿಯಾ
ಯಾ ಹಿಂದ ಅವ್ರ ಸಂಗಡೆ ವತ್ತಕರಂಜಾರಿಯ ಫೋನಾ ಪತ್ತಿ ಅವಿಗಿನೋ ದಾದಾ ಸಂಗೇಯ ಆನಾ ಅವಿ ಮಿ ಕಾಯ್ ಸಂಗದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ an engineer first ತೆಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಸಿಯಾಸ್ ಮನ ಸವಿಗಿನು early childhood education ಮನತ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮವಿಗಿನು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ ಇಂಟರ್ವೆನ್ಷನಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಮನ ರಾಸಿ ಮೆಂಟೋರ್ ಕನ್ಸ ಟೀಚರ್ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಕನ್ಸ ತೆಲನಾತ ಯುರಿಥ್ಮಿಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಗಿನು ಯುರಿಥ್ಮಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಗಿನ ಅವಿಗಿನ ಮೆನ ರಾಸಿ ತೆಲ ಕಾಯ್ನೆ ಅಮ್ತೆಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರ ಕನ್ ಪುಸಿ ಕಲಲ್ಲೆಂಗನು ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅವಿತೆನು ವಿಲ್ವಮ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಮನತೆ ಒಂಡ ಅವಿಗಿನು ಹರ್ಮಂ ಕೆರಿ ಚಾಲ್ತಗೆಲ್ಲೆ ಸತ್ಯಶ್ರೀ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯನ್ ತೆನು ಸವಿ ಅವ್ರ ಸಂಗಾಡಿನ ದೈವತ್ತ ಕರಂಜಾರಿಯ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ ಶೋ.
हो सत्य
मी दोपन बेडकी फोनन नादिनी मुसदिन पौडी अंग दी माइन सत मोर संगाडी गुजरात नुमली दी माइन सत. So currently at Bangalore sat. Few years back we were in California and we moved back in 2011.
तुरे यूरिथमिस्ट मेनत ಒಂಡೆಗೆ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅವಿಗಿನೋ ನೋವಗನ ಐಕ್ನಿ ಪಡರಿಯ ಜುಗುದಂಗ ಕಳಾನ ಮಲರಿಯ ಸೊ ತೆಲ್ಲಪತಿ ಸಂಗುವ ಅಂಡ್ ಅವಿಗಿನ ವಿಲ್ವಮ್ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಮಿ ಕಾಯ್ಗರರಿಯ ತೆಲ್ಲಪತಿ ಸಿಗುವ ಒಂದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಸಂಗುವ ಆಮಿ ಅಡುತ್ತ ತೇಡ್ಲಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್.
Okay, so yeah, basically at more than 20 years early childhood education Sathya. So I started my journey when I was in the US. So basically to be introduced Karamadri, I was an engineer and VLSI design engineer kan hodi research and development hodi tha. But when I got married I was not expecting to have a child immediately. So anga first my abbeter avinu tega kono bolno kono avinu tenga care kena tela pilla because I did not have any help at that time. So amba bahal avatamu sayani for some reason. So both me and my husband were alone. Amdidano onta tanigan pillaka vikinu sealna manatolu. There were a lot of questions. Kaguchi pillar orderiya, kaguchi bookeraraya, ni hunalavaraya, sillavaraya. There was quite a lot of question, and as a young mother, I did not have answer for everything. So the basic question which I had was, who is this child in front of me? So that was a very deep question at that moment. And moga avigno telaga answers kalana manataguchi I started looking up. So kono mo elaga answers kalai. How will I come to know who this child is? Manatolu I found out that loguta onda community arts college hode Dianza Arts College mentingno. So Kupatinom sada telada avigno child development courses tevallakku avigno offer kera hodias. So me amor husband jel sangadal mo ella avigno kalana infant development kona sealna horiya what are the needs of the child, because amba onda sangan sasu onda sangan neighbors dusra mari sangan, because tenga experience thovi what the child needs was totally different than what actually the child's need was. So I really wanted to find the truth. Okay, kon kai sangamli, okay, ami ela kerves, but then pillar odatal pura bhu kerras, ni pillar odatal pura maybe malajiran. So tell the concept on this again and again, because we've been feeding frequently. There are few things that was repeatedly coming up, which I wanted answers for all of them. So mitavalla evening classes khalada start kerida, because Saravanan would come back from office, and evening and night classes. So tala ruwa khalatala I got lot of answers, and there was so interesting to see such a lot of cultural difference. Though a child is a child, culturally how we see things, our perspective was totally different to a Western perspective. So that made me more interesting to know about child development. So child development is common. Kollagam kolla bulogam kodramali, as a child, this is what the child development is. But the cultural concept played a vital role. So more interest talamama, I wanted to do I didn't have the idea that I wanted to do a bachelor's, but I just started to enjoy, and with a lot of curiosity, I started taking more and more classes. And first my Ujatar I started, and my second my Ujatar I completed the bachelor's. And slowly I grew up also as a student teacher. Then I became an assistant teacher, then lead teacher, then site supervisor, then assistant director. India avatar I joined a school immediately in Bangalore. On the school join karatala they were a little different approach. It was an inclusive setup. Inclusive setup meant all children were welcome. Children with cerebral palsy ravai, children with autism ravai, children with speech delay ravai. Kona onda pillak menli tana ami tunga admit kennan mani sangunan. So khallidigino kona garan manadi, the therapist school visit karan. The child will not go visit therapist. So but India unadigam, first of all, schools itself denied admissions to these children. Tumi elamar rehte, tumi special schools gu jana, tumi normal schools avatamusuna, and you have to go meet the therapist after school hours. So there were a lot of things which I could not accept. And why is the system elamari kauchi seta menti, I started really speaking or advocate behalf of all these children. Ella inclusive setup re-rana India melamarisi kerapamusna. So the principal and management okay tunga kai qualifications ata to me behalf of the children vataganda manadi kai qualifications ada to me special educator nee me special educator na, but early childhood musatti aurta so many years of experience, and I have worked in an inclusive setup. Then nee to me India you need to have a certificate to speak telas tunga experience remeli, you need to have a paper saying that okay you have completed this graduation. My masters in special education and inclusion musatti firi tele school go jeeta, firi tele school jili atta morjal masters degree sada atta vata karuaya. So then they said yes, now you are eligible to speak. So then we set up a special education department in the school. So tella international school and special education department on the set kerigi alla pillaluk pura we started to give special sessions within the school hours. And also kai accommodations then horegi tanga government cheliki to drop second language kan ravai. Some children cannot handle 2-3 languages. Some children math avinu ruwakeshtam kan ravai. So we gave them calculator, or we gave them assistant, or more timings. Kona accommodate kartam seke exemptions. We brought in a lot of exemptions, and we brought in a lot of changes. But system completely school grow hoda, then they just were not only ICSE, they started to become IGCSE, they started to become IB schools, and vast within few years there was vast expansion of the school. And tenu kai manyasi tumi aski children tumi help karariya menigino on paper sign keridava just because of the licensing. They wanted to get the licensing and approval for the schools. but they were not giving the assistance for IG students and IB students. So tisa menatal mi avigno elamari morahal kerka musuna, because we are not providing the assistance what the children are need. The need of the child is not provided here. So morahal avigno elamari iski sign tawata musuna. So I'll be very honest and very truthful here. I quit at that point because I was not feeling that was the right thing to do. Children, especially children, I was looking at alternative schools. So what that do I? Because you just can't say you cannot stay in the school. So what are the options? Thrive karwa, not like a special school, but is there a different methodology to teach? Is there a different approach that can be taught to these children? Handle karata, you should not be holding them so tight and pressurizing them so much. Difficulty, analysis difficulty ki, comprehension difficulty ki, kona difficulty mani ami kona tala ivar kelli tala pillalu kona ami sikadidana mana tolusi. I came across this world of schools. So I was very interested because the philosophy resonated so much with what my intention was, with what education should be. So how we can bring a sense of individuality in a child. At a normal school, we can see mainstream school, and when I say a Waldorf school comes under alternative schooling. So the subjects are completely different, number one. So at the normal school, we know math, physics, chemistry, biology, history, geography, talamari hai. But ella school, it will be completely different. They have music, they have movement, they have woodwork, carpentry, metalwork, astronomy, jugia, we can know new mineralogy. So the standards grades like primary, middle school, high school, jada we know the subjects completely is very, very deep and vast. So we will have physics, chemistry, but at a different level. They'll be learning about stars, they'll be learning about cosmos, but equations, formula, tella mainstream schools, but ella school completely they live the life. They go to the place. They watch the stars, they see how the movement is. So the curriculum jugu very close to the actual child development. So ella pura with all these experiments and experiences, when I start training teachers how to because tella on the point tella life tella period it was a void for me. I was looking for schools for children. Then I got into teacher training, it was quite a lot of impact. Impact understanding juguya we are not trying to understand the curriculum. So as teachers, what we try to do is math sikadidana horiya, math concept kaya me cover kare, but we forget who we are teaching. We are forgetting the child. So first understanding is about the child and the child development. Concepts come later. So when you know the child, when you connect with the child, automatically you can transfer the concepts without any hindrance. So to stop and to pull back and to slow down and to see the child was a big difference for them. So, and again, train again they go to the same mainstream schools, again they go to the other schools and they say the same thing. Tumi avino hallu java, hallu sikadida vaske hallu keruva manaras. But then angavino midterm exams half yearly exams final exams ella pillala likkesu karatam saras avra halmli konni vatagaratam sarani. As a school management, again they come back to the same point of result orientation. So anga ella results budget. So how do I do that? So that was the main reason was Vilvam was born. So Vilvam Community Center is a space for children for 0 to 7 years. And main thing, children have to play. Even the 2-year-old, admission pusatal, it is parents who are asking, what will they learn? Kai khalanmani onda parent varikkum attavarkum pusirani. But I was, as a parent, I have asked the school, where is the playground? Do you have water? Do you have sand? As a parent, me inquiry questions was very different than what parents inquire right now in schools. Do they learn phonetics? Do they learn numbers? Do they learn math? As a 2-year-old child, the 2 year is still developing. normal gan gumma udul kona ami our amban sangadi grandparents sangadi gumma odiyaski maybe 5 years 6 years varikum school janata. The same environment is provided in a Waldorf school. So with that intention, Vilvam Community Center holds a kindergarten space for children with the same concept. Everything is handmade. Toys konniya plastic rana, aski avinu wooden handmade. So and everything they touch is natural material. On a doll kerre mele ame avinu cotton fabric amban saulan ni angaramban saulan tala soft material use kara mal cotton tala mamos ami doll kerve. Nothing is bought from store and nothing is very expensive jukku askini. Simplest things of sustainability to reuse, recycle, and also what we do is I teach parents. The parents on a workshop mari tho. Tura pillalu kona tumi kono doll khaligin kerigin tumi kona guma khali javai. And children also san. Oh, okay. Ella vignu chokat cell different concept. Feel karatavlu tanga kalai because you have made it. So to me onda tura hadum kerariya avinu you put your warmth as well. And the children connect. The system is completely in rhythm. So morning welcome children welcome karati tele time welcome karwa. Morning kai karwa ki tele mari hai. So till they go home, if they have a set of rhythm, and everything is based on seasons and festivals. So it's very beautiful. At the season barat tumi kai saraski tele we get inside the classroom as well. So the children connect. So barada we can at the for example, if it's rainy season, they see rain. So our stories is based on rain kan rai. Teval kai harvest our iski tele snack kan rai. So there is a lot of connection between what is happening outside and what we do in the classroom.
So the mainstream school pati atha adagara hali ಎಲ್ಲ ವಾಲ್ಡಾರ್ಫ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಮವಿಗಿನು ಜುಗಿಯ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಗನ್ ಕರರೈತಿ ಮೇವಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಏರಿಯಾ மாதிரி ராணா மனதேனியா இல்ல கோண அவிகினு மெயின் ஸ்ட்ரீம் சங்காடி கனெக்ட் ಹೋಯ அதாவது ಅತ 10th 12th ಜೇಡಿಯಾ ಮನದಿ ಪಿಲ್ಲಲಗ ಅವಿ ತೆಲ್ಲ அடுத்த ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅವಡೈ ಮೇವಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಜನ ಆರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಖಲ್ನ ತೆಲಗ ಅವಿ ಮೇನ್ ಅವರದು ಮಾಮ್ ಮುದಲ್ಲ ಮೆನ மாதிரி ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮೇನ್ ಗನ್ ಪಜ ಸೊ ತೆಲ್ಲ ಅತ அடுத்த ತೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಕೋಣ ಚಲೈ ಇಲ್ಲ மாதிரி ಮಾಮ್ ಚೋದೆ
So basically Waldorf schools are Jugu schools at the US Jugu schools are the Emerson schools many Chapel Hill on the school Asheville schools many sir Jugu schools are the Jugu dane K to 12 ketriya ata but India mavigino it's a new concept mendi last 15-20 years kono sadala so it's new concept so ata avara modama avigino ata India mavino school tegar hatavleno 7th varikum hode school. So 8th to children were not there. It's not because the school did not have 8th varikum sata school. After that the school did not have the school was not owned by the trust. So school land ami own kenajati we cannot have a IGCSE curriculum affiliated. So affiliation kandamanati school has to own the space. So the space avinu tavel rental hodeya. So they couldn't manage to continue after class 8. But there were a lot of children who left the school. So 1 or 2 children who were class 8 hadatavinu jukku keshtam bentino. Class 7 was the last year. So telle year avinu was a transition phase. So we were also a little concerned. Sariyataikoso avinu subjects were different, approach were different, the whole model was different, how the child would cope. So mainstream schools amiji approach karya. Mainstream schools ma mevinu IGCSE choose karya because the way IGCSE takes in has a little flexibility. Subjects choose करवाए and in terms of writing exams तुम choose करवाए कोला subject इक्का subject में लिखवाए आता है month then break खाली इक्का subjects लिखवाए. So compare करी साता लांगा CBSE state board IGCSE हमें IGCSE choose करेंगे नो तले school में हमें सांगुते हैं this is our child एल subject कर रही है but पूरा subject है नो completely new कर रहा है but we will work together child school and parent so 3 till 3 years we have 8th 9th and 10th 3 years work kerigeno telapla 10th well am ready getwa so by 8th complete karatolu there was a lot of difference tell whatever we had done from early years till class 7 was so kind of that the child had a lot of confidence to explore in terms of subject. So the way she was seeing the subject was totally different, and the way she questioned the subject and content was very different, and we did not have to handhold her after that. So 9th 10th pra tanagondu manage kari, she was very much confident to take the exam, and she sent me one shot of my exam likus, and she scored well. 92% she scored in class 10, and 11th and 12th mali chokottana my she took science again, advanced science khallatamenti, she took advanced science. So there was a difference in the way the children took up the subjects, and I think that was the total different. And koni dhakkata teveni, because I think the approach makes them very creative thinkers and explorers by themselves. So even a small experiment was explored in a different way, and enjoy kari chodare I've seen. So it was not a burden. Then I mean remind kenamenni choduwa many, but their children were responsible enough. So I have to cover, I have to do this, I have to timetable, I have to manage my things. So I think the Waldorf system makes the child more responsible and more creative, and thinking level is a different level. So it was easy. And at the second mic, we are at the space now. She's completed 8th. So 9th, we are moving her to IGCSE mainstream school. So at the Juku difference subjects mele jugia new gan antriya. So in terms of she has option as art and design options at the music as options at the theater as a main subject at the, like how we saw science and math at the art subjects mele equal importance. The schools have started to offer physical education, which was not even considered as a subject. I think me chotal I took physical education Mohodan, so we had a subject called physical education. Now the government and IGCSE curriculum mele they have brought it back, so children have a lot of options to take up. Yeah.
Okay. Adame avigino life avigino on the stage atavela avigino natural gana mijukya learn keruva. Daughter can have a wife can jatrona learn karata, ambagan hotarona learn karata talamati. So through life avidi me ambagan hotavala we can literally atimi on the new field of explore career avigino learn kerras mini haudatavela avigino me sangari aikatavela which ku inspiring and lagarasi. Ad again avigino dadapusa madri askenga on the question thai ella madri school gadamam chouthi mainstream kona join karata kai difficulties tala first question adutha avi ella madri education upra avigino cost jukkur hayya tumi adda manaka ame okkodanga avigino tanigana attention dava handmade keruva lot of effort avigino free ga nabbuda telaga avi time paja manpower paja manatala avigino automatically avigino money is also involved. So education system ka avigino corner hai tala fee tala ege pra corner hai.
Okay, so to me manamari it's lot of efforts. World of school teachers can rare video easy na. So because it's not the subject what they are learning, it is about the child. Again and again to me handwork sikadidamli sari, music sikadidamli sari, art sikadidamli sari, science sikadidamli sari. Every teacher needs to know who this child is in front of me. My first question when the child was born, till every class I enter, I have me, I'm a parent, I am a word of parent, and I also a word of teacher. So I can see from both sides of the coin. So me as a teacher, how do I see the child? And as a parent, how do I see the child? So every effort to me manamari, and also material, cost of the material to me, resources khaladi, it's not available here. It's very difficult. So ondonda at the handmade kenna manatmeli to me source kenna manatali yes finance avina jukku kashtam. So as a ella avinu konamandi a trust runs the school. On the five parents chalte cherikino trust mari form kari they run the school. At the usually mainstream schools kona at the CBSE school kai fees ki tele fees maintain karave ella schools meli. So in between ami kai karvamendi fundraise karve. Parents pura cheri avinu and also avinu we celebrate Christmas bazaar on bazaar mari kirva. So teval kai karvamendi parents askidanu handmade products kirva. So various handmade products aske avinu sale avai. So we invite families and friends askidanga invite kerigno tella resources Telamam bazarum ri ami kai collect food stalls jugya tava. So Telamam ri kai avaraski profit will go to the school for the resources. Kam the school fees mattum avignu thovi run karata juku kestam because you need to pay the teachers and ellamari teachers ella field avatavinu nobody will be trained. So there's a lot of training kuche jukkutam ami thaddigin tanga train karan now. So expense as a school from a school level it's very very high, but they try to maintain the fee at the same as whatever the regular CBSE school in the neighborhood gives as a fee. Yeah.
At maybe the Waldorf school method or education method we can code G CK. Telama maybe Eurythmics mentatella on the term hours. Telabati over sangu.
Okay. So me Sangamari tala on the year me break hal radal when I was looking for a different schooling for the children. Ataval avignu elamari word of training manigino at Bangalore mos on the association or the start kariyo yes. So 1 year teacher training in world of philosophy. So me tala 1 year course khalita. 1 year's course khaligino taadtu Telamamri I went into another training, many more trainings after that. On link hoy, there were quite many trainings I underwent, and fortunately we had COVID, so I was able to connect throughout the world. So mentors throughout the world. So I had mentors from US, I had mentors from Canada, I had mentors from Australia. So jukku mentors I was able to meet and get trained under them. The 2 years was the distance was not a barrier, because I was able to learn, I was able to explore, I was able to ask different questions. Mogavinu kona manati ata konti odadanu ella curriculum tumi ella pillal sikatida namanti. I always question that. So pillal avinu yet sata Indian cultural environmentum sata. So tenga avinu kona ella suit ata class 3 ata kona manati knitting classes class 3 start karan Waldorf. So tenga western countries class 3 curriculum hat kerata pillalu knit keri hat kena. So ella davinu hunna gam, we don't wear a hat on the head or a socks, knit keri socks kena 5th grade class 5 avatar. So I started questioning the mentors. So ella davinu hunna sata, we are not going to wear socks all the time, or we are not going to wear a hat, warm muffler hat mari raitalla knit kerre pillal. So then I was able to bring in changes within the Waldorf system as well. So culturally appropriateness khalyatamili wo chokkod mo help hoy. So Eurythmy manata vignu again I met Eurythmy during my teacher training. So tevalu mo first vignu I experienced what it was. There was complete silence when I moved for a particular movement. Tevala vignu tenu planets move kariya. Planets with certain gestures sada. So when we moved the planets, the sounds of the planets, few hours of meditation bisat kona anga tela calmness, tela centeredness mani kona ami sangaraski. That was attained like maybe 5-10 minutes. Eurythmy avinu there are 3 different directions Eurythmy can be used. Onda aviginu World of School avinu it's a subject. Pillaluk sikadidare mari. Class 1 class 12 varikum it's a subject, you teach the pedagogy, and angunda vignu it is used as purely as performance arts, performance konda use karariya, theater arts. So because it has theater, music and movement thinuya. And third aspect avinu it is used for therapy. So nanna doskodunari cancer varikum it is used for therapy. So 3 different ways in which Eurythmy can be used. So I've completed, and because of COVID again, we had to extend 2 years because teachers avatamusaini. It's a part-time here in India. Every alternate month anga classes right, and every alternate month different cities classes right. Bangalore mondwal rai, Mumbai mondwal rai, Hyderabad mondwal rai, Chennai mondwal rai, Nepal mondwal rai. So different places, and teachers avan ami travel kenna 15 days then next month then we have to practice and we have to come up then ready for the next lesson. So it took almost 7 years, and I just completed my 7th year now. And at the graduation, yeah, we are getting ready for graduation next month.
खब्बेमो सविगिनो वर्ल्ड अवी वंड पकोड जिले रहतो लस्की मिनकन वंड पकोड जिले रहतो आमी वंड अलगगन जन मनरी अविगिनो जुक्कु केष्टमो तलग अविगिनो वंड कमिटमेंट पज तेल अवी और हुल अवी जुक्कु प्रेशराइज्ड गन मिली रही तेल मी फॉलो केना मिनि मन तवल अविगिनो सो मेनी फैक्टर्स अविगिन अंग अविगिन पुश केले रही सो तेल भयाडवत अविगिनो जुक्कु केष्टमो होयद अत्ता कालम जुगदनु कायमन दासमन देवी तुमी अतेल डाइट फॉलो केनो एक्सरसाइज केना मिनि मन तवल it is not like you're just doing it for a while and then just going back mana remind ha illa una lifestyle gan tumi kelno this is your life you're not dieting I just changed my lifestyle mini menate undavim chukko tai kini pada rasi so tumi sangari amli avigino kittatta telesangani relate kalata musarasi angunda question atamo kayavari amna devigin tumi mudula unda school mi cheratavala illa special needs kids pura avi unda inclusive gan dekani many howdy to me bharada way agekreya atar tura Vilvam community center mavigino la special needs kids avigino ikkaduna avarasi ata tengamli elle method avi tenga apply hoya kagamna okkotanga okkoka difficulties rahi onda sikkai onda pokot tenga sikana menatala tenga alag alag onda attention dena padi so tella prati mi kona avi handle karras
so it's a good question because lot parents avinu jugudana at the general thoughts kayamanati world of school is for special children manata mari is on the thought process it is not our pillal world of school daddare manati jugudana pusi rastura pillalu kai problems ada kauchi mainstream school daddare ni so they start asking such questions so definitely yes we do have inclusive atavinu kona manati when we have a support staff other special educator higher carry on the special educator thoda the musaras manti we keep a special educator nija we ask the parent themselves to come and support in a classroom environment because atavinu nanna pillal so we still can't diagnose and say that okay this is the problem some children delay ravai but few years aduthu the delay will not be as a delay seen as a delay so I personally I don't go with the labeling or with the diagnosis so amikoni diagnosis many parents do come with the diagnosis because dusra schools ji tanu ella mari bisarani pillalu ella mari dhamilets nije ella mari vata kararani express kararani mental definitely they would have gone for diagnosis so tella reports kalli avan but then we don't take the diagnosis very seriously me sangamari we see the child so when we see the child the approach is completely different
so ye loko avi tumi tura experience avi share kela tagavigino jukudhanno